Well, hello, my beautiful Capricorn. Welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with a reconciliation reading. I've already cleansed your space and have meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares, and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about to pretend to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings and I will never reach out to you personally to offer one. Also, I will never ask you for money, e-gifts, or donations. So if anyone masquerading as me asks for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful. There's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Capricorn, this is a reconciliation reading for those who are currently wanting to reconcile with somebody. If, of course, you do not want to reconcile with someone, then this definitely is not your reading, so please do not waste your wonderful time and invest in this reading. I want you to be aware the first pile is your pile, the second pile will be your person's pile, and the third pile is the unified energy of how things are going to come together in the next 6 weeks. Also, if anyone is mentally, physically, or emotionally abusive, that is not a healthy energy to return to. So please use your discernment with the energy that you are thinking about returning to. We all have free will, of course, so please be mindful of your beautiful self. Let us begin. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Capricorn? What do they need to know regarding this situation with the person who's on their mind? Also, I want you to be aware that this reading, it's not just for ex-lovers, if you want to return to an ex-love. It can be a family member, it can be a friendship. So I want you to be aware that I'm going to tap into the energy of whoever it is you're dealing with and how they're feeling about the situation, as well as you, and what is going to come of this very, very shortly. Now, your first card is the Tower, so you may have been really shocked, maybe a bit dismayed and disappointed by this person's energy, their actions. The Tower is an enlightenment. It is a card of suddenly being aware of someone in a new light. So it could be that they displayed their true colors on something and you're feeling that deep down, now I've got to be honest with you, the deep down energy is you'd like to rebuild and hopefully stronger than before. However, I feel like you've been really challenged with this. You're stronger because of it. And I feel like you offer this person a lot of care, devotion, unconditional love. And I feel like you've given this person ample opportunities to really step up, because the Tower is like when things become so combustible that they can no longer continue the way that they have been continuing. The Tower energy is like getting stuck in a cycle of repeat, or feeling that nothing ever changes, but you've been just accepting or even enabling to some degree a certain behavior, and you are now erecting healthier boundaries. So I feel like you may have even shocked this person by saying, enough. You're drawing a line in the sand. It almost feels like Capricorn has left the building. You've exited this. I see a parachute right now. It's almost like you're pulling, the parachute cord where you're like, nope, I'm ejecting myself out of this situation. You want more peace. You don't want the drama. And I feel that you're tearing this down because this person basically did that. And now you're like kind of showing this person what it feels like not to be in this person's life. Because with that Tower energy, I feel a lot of you have felt very alone or bereft or isolated in this situation. And, I feel it's caused a lot of sadness. I mean, you got a 5 of Pentacles here, and this can indicate that you feel left out in the cold by this person, or you've struggled with this person's behavior. So whether this is a friendship, whether this is an ex-love or a family member, this is a very difficult energy to deal with, and it's left you feeling, really sad the way things have gone. Maybe even, there's a longing there as well. I feel, how would you like to receive? We've got the Ten of Wands and we've got the Ace of Wands. So I feel whatever's gone on here, this can be a very sort of like volatile or combustible energy where lots of conflict, arguments, something had to give in this connection. And I feel, yeah, Seven of Wands, you're protecting yourself against this person's energy. I feel like deep down you don't want to give up on this, okay? I mean, that stands to reason. Otherwise, you wouldn't be investing in this relationship reading. And by relationship, I mean relationship dynamic. We've got the Tower. Both of you are vibing at the same frequency. I feel it's almost like there is a solid foundation here when it comes to this particular dynamic that I'm picking up on. But ultimately, I feel things came to a climax where it just couldn't go on the way it's been going on. And I feel both of you are like standing there kind of like shocked by this whole situation. And there is like the aftermath, the silence of what went down here. So, I mean, the Tower energy for both of you can indicate that both of you, you know, you're very strong people. You know, you're very independent, self-sufficient. You've learned to live life on your own terms. And it can indicate that sometimes people who are very similar, they kind of butt heads a little bit. But we need to go a little bit deeper into this. I feel like you did invest in this connection, whatever it may be. And I feel that, you know, it's almost like this person drained your energy, or drains your energy in general when they have this cycle repeat, because the Tower energy can be like, we've been here before. And you know, one of the biggest signs that there is a major awakening going on within a friendship, whether it's evolving to a new level or whether it's a relationship or even an ex-love, it basically means we need to break down all that has been happening before in order to rebuild in a more authentic and honest fashion, to take accountability of actions and say, you know what, we cannot proceed the way that we are because it's not working. So with the High Priestess there and the Ace of Wands, I feel there's an energy here of transformation, but it may be in silence at this time, okay? I'll have to tap into each person's energy. I mean, we've got the Wheel of Fortune, so there is change going on in this particular dynamic, and it is for the positive. So there could be an opportunity here to rebuild and repair. However, it is going to be a process. So let's tap into each card. I mean, your protagonist energy is the Tower. So I feel this is your dominant energy. This means that, you know, you are someone who holds it all together until things become too much. You actually put up with a lot from this person, because I feel, you know, this person, you didn't want to give up on them, or you didn't want to give up on the situation, whether that's because of unconditional love, whether it's because this person is a member of your family, or whether it is, you know, if you're a parent, for example, maybe it's a child. I feel like there's this energy of wanting to be strong in this situation and withstand the storm, okay? So I am being given an energy as well that when your intentions are pure, because the Tower, especially when there is like normally a lightning bolt that hits the top of the Tower, the crown chakra, it's like when your intentions are pure, you don't lose anyone in your life. They lose you. Okay, so I want you to be aware that some of you are feeling very isolated in this situation, but your withdrawal and refusal to put up with this any longer is actually the catalyst for change, okay? There is a big shift and change going on in this particular dynamic. So if this is something that's recent, it may be something that's really raw right now. There's a lot of high emotions at stake. And if it's not something that is recent, it means that things are still settling. People are still learning from what went down here. But ultimately, we've got a bit of a stalemate situation going on. And I feel both of your very strong personalities is what I'm getting here as well. Now it says here, by withstanding the coming challenges, your future will be bright. See things as you want them to be in order to make them become that way. Now, of course, that reminds us that thoughts become things. And whenever we think about a person that we want to reconcile with, but I don't see you reaching out, okay? Let me put it that way. I don't see you initiating any contact with this person. I feel like your actions by drawing that line in the sand has been the catalyst for change. And it's given this person that you're dealing with a lot to think about, to step up or step out. So we'll get to their energy in a moment. But when we get that Tower energy, I feel this is about you realizing that you don't have to hold it all together anymore. You don't have to put up with this anymore. Even though deep down you really care about this person, I did already say that your actions has shocked this person, but I feel that you've also been kind of like surprised by whoever you're dealing with, their behavior or their words. I mean, right now I feel it's their actions. Five of Pentacles, for some of you, you feel like isolated or abandoned. So it could be that this person ghosted you, withdrew. We've got the Judgment energy here from them and the Ten of Wands. It could also be that they ended something abruptly. You know, Ten of Wands is pressure. It is passionate kind of arguments. It is someone, you know, with a lot of drama or stress going on. So I feel whatever has happened here, this person is kind of realizing the sort of consequences of their actions is what I'm feeling with this particular energy. But we must be mindful that when we do remember, you know, the times with the person that we want to reconcile with, if we always remember the combustible times, the times that we argue or the things that we wish we could have said, remember we are attaching ourselves to that vibration of anger, of resentment. And remember, anger it's an energy that's important, of course. It's in our genetic makeup to be angry because it lets the body know and lets you know that something is not working or something is not right and it must change. Otherwise, you know, it will get to a climax. So I feel anger is important. It's almost like a compass to let your sort of body, mind, and soul recognize the direction that things are heading in. And if there's anger, resentment, it means that it's time to change course in some way. But remember, holding on to anger or resentment is only going to hurt you and not the other person. So I feel this is about you, like, just saying, I can't do this anymore. I feel like you're done. So you're letting everything go because you feel enough is enough and it's just hurting you more. So whatever has gone down with this particular connection, that Five of Pentacles can indicate that you're completely drained, you're exhausted, you invested in this, but your level of investment is diminished. Now, it does mean that, you know, some of you really still want to reconcile this because the Seven of Wands says you don't really want to give up on this, but you're very guarded, okay? I feel like you didn't want to give up on this person, and that's kind of the problem in the first place, because to a certain degree, and my beautiful Capricorns, you don't tend to put up with bad behavior. You tend to recognize the value in a situation and in yourself, and you don't tend to allow anyone to overstep a mark or a healthy boundary. But in this situation, I feel this person very important to you, and sometimes the people we love the dearest hurt us the most. And I feel whatever it is that's happened here, that's the situation that you're dealing with right now. I also feel with the Five of Pentacles, for some of you, not all of you, but I am picking up an energy here. Just because, you know, both of you got the Tower here, one of the biggest signs of childhood trauma, and I'm not medically trained to talk about this, but I am being given an energy of it, so I'll mention it briefly and I'll move on. If you've been affected by something like that, then of course reach out to a counselor. I feel the person that you're dealing with may talk about counseling actually, so we'll get to that in a moment. But when we experience something in childhood, it can sort of manifest a little bit later on in accepting certain behaviors and trying to sort of convince the person who hurts us to either treat us better or stay. Don't leave us, don't leave. Okay, so it can be that some of you are looking back at patterns that you may have experienced in your life to some degree. It doesn't have to be childhood. It can be different experiences you've had as you've had your journey in life. And you're looking at where there is a cycle of repeat. Because this Tower is like, enough. You are breaking the cycle. So if this is generational wounding or ancestral wounding, or, you know, something that you have experienced where someone displays a certain behavior, I feel like you've had enough and you are breaking that cycle with that Tower. The Tower actually is a wonderful card. I really love it because it basically means liberation from a very stuck situation. It's like make or break. You either choose to be changed by a situation and evolve from it and rebuild, or you get stuck in the cycle and you remain in that tower. And when we sit on the fence on something in life, you know, the universe will send us many signs and many red flags about a person or a situation or an event. And if we don't listen to those signs and symbols, then the universe says, look, I gave you ample opportunity to change or stop this. And it didn't happen. So I'm sending a lightning bolt now to make things even more uncomfortable. So I feel things have got to a very sort of uncomfortable climax in this particular dynamic. And now the only thing left to do is to change. And your person is actually taking that on board. Okay, I feel like you're very hurt by this. The wound is deep. 5 of Pentacles, you feel like the victim in this situation. Now, you're not playing the victim. I don't see that at all. The Tower indicates you're someone who's super strong, okay? But you may be surprised that this person took it to the next level or did something in particular. 10 of Wands is the end. So either they said, look, I can't do this anymore, or they just disappeared. It feels very much like this person pushing away, you know, burning the bridge, as it were. But I also feel like this person, especially since they've got the Tower and the Judgment, this person is sitting, ruminating on their actions right now. Now that they're having time to calm down, to really reflect on things, I feel with the Judgment energy, this person is judging their own actions, and they're now getting clear as to why they act in a certain way. So actually there is positive change here, especially since we have this Ace of Wands that is positive transformation. And the High Priestess indicates a level of awareness where both parties are becoming conscious of not just listening to your own feelings, but also having your needs met. So I feel right now there is a period of silence. And with that 7 of Wands there, I feel like, yes, you are guarded, but rightly so. I feel like you've persevered with this for quite some time. You've put up with this for, a number of either months, years, days, doesn't matter the time. It's affected you to such a degree that, you are sort of trying to stay away from the temptation to really want to reach out to this person, because I feel like you tend to be a pillar of strength to this person. You always offer sanctuary, or you've always been there for this person, whoever this person is, but the situation has disappointed you. And, I'm just getting this energy of like, you're going dark. You're not giving any energy to this situation anymore because you can't. You're protecting your energy right now to focus on your goals, your dreams. And I feel, there is an energy with this 7 of Wands where, you're battling away at wanting to reach out, because ultimately I feel with the Tower, you do want to repair. The Tower is to rebuild after something that has been torn down. Remember, the Tower is actually higher frequencies shattering anything that is not true or authentic. So I feel right now you're in a period of doing you, and you may want to reconcile with this person, but it's going to be a process. And I feel like you're not giving to this. There may be some people who have tried to give you some input on this, but I feel like you're very much in the zone where you're like, no, I had enough and I just got to do me at this time, and we'll see what the future holds depending on this person's actions. Now, they are in the Judgment energy, okay? So that means that this person is judging the situation, judging you, judging themselves. This person's really getting like a wake-up call, okay? That's what the Judgment card is. And they're being given an opportunity to choose another path. Now, this other path is like a path that is less dramatic, less pressurized. I feel like they're given an opportunity to choose a healthier path here. But the Judgment card, it's like they understand what they need to do. And also, they made their choices. We are all sort of feeling, thinking beings, and of course, sometimes we can be reactionary in a moment, but ultimately we make a choice and we must take accountability for those actions. And this person, I feel like they're ruminating on that right now. Okay, I feel this person is called forward in a certain direction, and the direction with the 10 of Wands and the Tower is almost like radio silence back right now. Okay, the 10 of Wands is like they feel this is over. They feel like you're finally fed up of this situation and there's no going back. And with that 5 of Pentacles for you, my beautiful Capricorn, as I mentioned, There is an energy where you may feel like there's been a loss here, okay? But remember, your intentions were pure. The Tower energy is a pure energy of trying to sort of sort through the mess, to try and change things, transform things, because things were stuck in the situation or the cycle that they've been in for some time. So when I mentioned your intentions have been pure, it means that you didn't lose out on this situation. They lost you, but also it has been the catalyst for change, because it's evident with the cards that you got for this particular connection reading that things could not go the way that they have been going. So I feel this is about like destroying everything in order to rebuild stronger, okay? Now, the Judgment card, it actually says the fruits of your decisions are coming and you will receive that which you deserve. This person is going to get karma, but also they may experience a situation that is very similar to what went on with you and them. And I feel like they get taught a very harsh lesson, okay? It says the path at your feet and the direction it is leading you are clear. So this person, you know, they're called forward to basically either come and initiate some sort of transformative change in this particular connection, or to walk away forever, okay? I got to be honest with you. They have a 10 of Wands here, okay? Now, the 10 of Wands is like this situation. They realize they don't need this drama in their life anymore. But with the Tower energy, I feel like to some degree, they're aware that they had a part in whatever went down here. And I feel it's almost like when the tower falls, there is that moment of like, oh my gosh, it's finally over. Or, oh my gosh, we're like completely separate. This just feels alien to this person right now. This 10 of Wands, you know, this is an energy of facing the truth that things are no longer going to continue in the way that they have been continuing. Also, this card, it can represent anxiety, okay? That this person, you know, they want things to be easier, but there's a lot of drama here. Now, this person is also a very strong person, okay? Very strong personality. Anyone who's got a 10 of Wands energy, it does indicate this person is also fed up with the way things have been going. You know, there can never really be true change until we ourselves are tired of everyone's BS, including our own, okay? So I feel this is an important sort of discovery within this person, because I feel like they haven't been seeing things truly as they are for quite some time. And that's why they've got that Judgment card, because it is a wake-up call, okay? Things have got too much. So whether this is someone who is under a lot of pressure and they tend to overcommit themselves, and maybe this is a friendship and you're like, you know what, I'm always there for you and they're never there for you. It feels very much like you're so over this friendship, and they are realizing that you have now gone distant, and they are thinking, oh, well, you know what, I've burnt that bridge. But deep down with the Tower energy, they're kind of surprised, shocked, but they want to rebuild, but they're very stubborn. And it's going to take them some time to really think things through before two people can come together and have conversation. Now, if this is an ex-love, for example, this can indicate that this person may have like suddenly decided to stop the connection. I feel like something deeper going on with this person, something where they're under a lot of pressure. It almost feels like, not that they got scared, okay? I feel more that this person, there's an energy here of them like having like a, almost like an anxious moment of them thinking about their life's purpose, and that they feel like they're not doing as well in life as they thought they should be. And there's just this panic that I'm getting from this person, and just keeping everybody at distance so that they can isolate themselves to focus on what they're doing in life. Doesn't mean that they really wanted to disconnect from you, because the outcome energy with the Wheel of Fortune and the Ace of Wands, I feel like there is an understanding that both of you in the future will transform this relationship, and there's a bond that is so strong in this connection. The Wheel of Fortune indicates, you know, fate will bring you back together in this scenario. Whether this is a family member as well, this can indicate that, you know, people are like highly pressurized right now, under a lot of stress. And looking at the cards, there's no swords here. So this can indicate it's very hard to articulate in a healthy manner, especially when people have gone through some very difficult experiences in life. We find it hard to find the right words. Instead, we're very defensive. We always feel like something is personal, so we react. And I feel that's something that's going on in this particular connection. Whether you are friends, whether you are ex-loves, whether you are family members, it just feels like two people who have gone to a certain degree where they cannot express themselves because they feel so deeply about this connection. It feels so overwhelming that things just got taken too far. Okay, the Tower twice is an energy of like things just got too critical, too dramatic, too far. That's what I keep being given in this particular connection. Now, the Tower is here, so this means deep down this person does want to rebuild, and they may, on the surface, act like it didn't affect them, okay? It's like, yeah, well, you walked away, or, yeah, we're done. You know, this energy is like, I got closure here. I don't even need closure. I'm gone. Don't worry about it. It's fine. I don't need you. There's just this energy of both parties feeling very sort of like, I'm self-sufficient. I'm good. I don't need you in my life. It's all fine. But the root... You know, the Tower is, there's a foundation there where both of you realize that in the future, if you really feel it deep down, you will rebuild this, okay? I want to pull a card to see what else is going on with your person, because right now it feels like both parties are seething or haven't quite kind of decided yet which way things are going to fully head, because both of you, I feel it's like, yeah, it's like a standoff. Okay, I got to be honest, that's the energy and the cards. I can't choose the cards, they pop out as I shuffle. But let me just pull a card on that Tower, because the Tower energy is an epiphany, a realization, a paradigm shift, where both parties realize something needs to change, okay? And yeah, I mean, this person, Six of Cups is this person, they really do want to reunite. This person really does want to come back into your life in some way. They may even message you trying to, and not, I'm going to have to pull a card to see if that's in the next 6 weeks, because I really feel this energy of this person, you know, they're still thinking things through. This person, I feel like right now they're really more focused on their life's purpose, okay, on getting their life on track, or I feel something's gone wrong in their life, or they feel that way, and they've just felt they don't want any distractions. They want to isolate themselves right now. But with the Six of Cups, I really get a sense of nostalgia here. I feel this person, you know, they remember the good old days with you, and I feel when this person is ready, I feel this person will reach out. I don't see you reaching out at all, my beautiful Capricorn, but I do see this person that you're dealing with reaching out, and their message may be something that at first I feel like you may smile at this message, believe it or not, but then when you think about it, you're like, how dare they just message me with that? You know, I feel very much like it's a message like, remember when we used to do this? And you're like, initially it will trigger the memory for you, and it will be kind of like a pleasant memory that they're trying to remind you of. But then comes in the sort of like, how dare you? That's it. You know, what about what went down between us? We need to talk about that. We need to really sort through that and take responsibility for what was said and done before we can move on to remember the time we had a great time. So I do feel there is this energy when you receive a message from this person that you may withdraw slightly from this person, but ultimately I see a smile like coming when you get this message, okay? Deep down, this person, they want to see you again, and they actually want you in their life. Now, whoever this person is, whether it's a friend, whether it's a family member, or whether it's an ex-love, this person actually has a gift that they've never given you, okay? And this may be a topic of conversation at some point in the future, or maybe it's something that they will give you when they see you, because this person, they want to see you face to face. This is something they want for the future. Whether it's in the next 6 weeks, right now I have to check it. I mean, the Ace of Wands tells me there is some sort of offering, but I feel it's more connected to transformation rather than a physical offering at this time. But let's see. Your outcome energy, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Fate and destiny will bring you and this person back into an energy of wanting to transform things, but on a deeper level, okay? I'm also being given spiders, lots of spiders. So spiders tend to be, basically they're a symbol of good luck, okay, which really connects to the Wheel of Fortune, but I can't imagine this person's going to reach out and say, hey, I got lucky, I won some money, or anything like that. I feel it's more that when they reach out, they're going to remind you of a really pleasant time that you had together with this person. But spiders may be a symbol or a sign that you'll see a lot right before this person reaches out. I mean, spiders, if you really think about the nature of a spider, they tend to be pretty independent, and, you know, it's like the web. Everything is connected. So it can be that this person wants to explain, you know, how everything is connected to the point where you and this person got to in the end of this friendship or this dynamic in some way. So it could be that this person, you know, it's almost like they got themselves in a bind. I'm just being given this energy. It's like the web we spin. I don't feel like this person's been dishonest, okay? Deep down, I feel like they were living their truth. It may have been a truth where they are being selfish and it had repercussions, but I feel this person, it's like everything is connected though. And I don't really know what that's about because there's a lot of people out there watching this. I'm picking up a lot of energy. So it may be something that is a topic of conversation. So do remember it when you connect to this person. Now, when you get the Wheel of Fortune, it is an opportunity to change, okay? Sometimes we're up, sometimes we're down, and that's just life. But it's also personalities, okay? Sometimes this person is going to be stubborn. Sometimes this person is going to cause drama. Sometimes this person is going to not feel happy with their life. Sometimes they're going to feel great about their life. Sometimes you and this person is going to be on top of the world. So I feel this connection, if I got to be honest with you, I feel there's a changeable energy about you and this person. It feels like your moments fluctuate, okay? And I feel it's about honoring each other's differences, that both of you, you know, whilst you are very similar in your energy, there's a lot of differences that need to be honored here as well. And there is unity in diversity. When we accept a person as they truly are, then we can kind of place them where they belong in our life. So for example, if you rebuild this connection with this person and they're investing to a certain degree in your life, you're like, okay, they're not investing in my life to the degree I want. So therefore, you know, I'm not going to see them all the time. I'm not going to invest all my energy there. I'm going to meet them halfway. I'm going to almost mirror. Now, that can be sometimes an unhealthy dynamic, okay? It's better to kind of like say what you want and have your needs met in a relationship or a friendship or a dynamic. So I feel this is something that you and this person will grow into over time. But I see right now that things are changeable, but there is a period and an opportunity for transformation in a positive sense. It says here, the future will yield an opportunity to change paths towards personal growth and happiness. You must be ready to change your ways of thinking. And I feel both of you are currently under reconstruction because you've both got the Tower there. So I feel both of you are changing your approach to this connection. Can this situation be solved? I feel yes, but it is going to take time with this one. We have the Ace of Wands, which I will pull a card on right now. Ace of Wands is an offer to change. It is a transformative card which can indicate that, you know, this relationship can be reimagined, okay? So it's like both of you can find a way to grow together in the future, but there needs to be like a bold action made. I mean, they've got the 10 of Wands, which means the end of something, but the Ace of Wands as your outcome energy tells me it's the beginning of something better. You know, sometimes when you argue with a person or things get to a certain climax, we really see a person's true colors. And then that is where they highlight where their needs are not being met. So I feel this situation can offer an opportunity for listening for people to say, actually, this is what I thought was happening, or actually, this is how I'm feeling about the situation, or this is what I expected from the situation. And remember, sometimes our own expectations set us up to be disappointed. So it's best to exist with a person and accept the person or the situation for what it is, and, bring a transformative energy to the situation to have your needs met, but it must be articulated because we're not all mind readers, right? So I'm just going to pull a card. Five of Pentacles. Yeah, I felt that. The Five of Pentacles, you're going to find it very hard to kind of like accept this person back until they change. Totally get that. You're protecting your energy, which is the right way to go, my beautiful Capricorn. Nine of Wands. There's a lot of hurt in this situation. And the Wheel of Fortune. Well, fate and destiny will bring you both together. I would say that it's very guarded. Can you show me if there's a conversation in the next 6 weeks? Can you show me if there's a conversation in the next 6 weeks? Two of Pentacles could go either way. 10 of Cups, 6 of Wands, the Justice card. Okay. Now, the Justice card indicates that a solution can be found, yes, but both of you need to see each other's and kind of like acknowledge that both of you have a lot of unconditional love for each other. 10 of Cups there is unconditional love. It is also the path to happiness. And the Two of Pentacles is like there must be balance. Right now there must be flexibility because I feel like things are inflexible right now. With the 6 of Wands there is a message coming, but I feel it's like later in the 6 weeks. So I would say around about the 5th week, at a push. It may spill over into the 6th week, but I feel it's going to take some time, this one. And the Justice card is to find a solution. But again, there must be accountability. There must be an honest, open conversation. So I do feel that this particular dynamic, it can be resolved. However, both parties need to be really honest about how they're feeling. And, sometimes it's really hard to listen to a person when they're telling you how they feel because you feel so wounded by the situation that sometimes we want to butt in and say, but you did this and you said that and this is how I feel. So I feel with the Justice card, I feel there is an energy here of either you or this person suggesting a mediator or a counselor, okay? So it could be that you either reach out to someone who is impartial. So it could be, someone you both know who is not taking sides at this time, but it could also be a counselor. So whether it's the person you're dealing with or whether it's you who suggested, I feel more than anything, I feel like it could be the person you're dealing with who says, you know what, the only way we can resolve this is if a third party comes in to kind of like help us sort this out, mediate it in some way. So I feel there is a discussion coming because the Justice card is the first kind of card you've got a sword on. So that indicates some sort of communication. And with the High Priestess, though, I feel this is the waiting period, the rumination. This is also, I feel, the person you're dealing with telling you something that you were not aware of, something that they were dealing with, maybe a secret. Doesn't have to be, though. I feel this is enlightenment more than anything in this connection. I feel both of you are seeing each other and gaining wisdom from this situation and recognizing that actually you have a pretty unbreakable bond, but it needs to be worked on, okay? That's what I'm being given with this. Now, of course, the High Priestess is a cautious card as well. So I feel both of you are going to be quite tentative in this connection, but I feel both of you can work your way back together is what I see. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Capricorn? What do they need to know? Can you please guide them for their highest good? So, can you please show them the way? Okay, so we got a couple of cards that connect a little bit to the energy I was talking about. I wish I had the courage to be honest. Okay, now I don't particularly see any lies or deception here, okay? But I did mention right at the end that this person's got something that they haven't told you, or there's something they're keeping to themselves. It doesn't necessarily mean it's a lie. It can indicate it was something very personal or something that they find it hard to confide in people with. But I feel over time this person is going to reveal, because this person, you know, sometimes people can play the victim, you know, and they can feel really misunderstood. But I feel this person, there is kind of an energy here that they feel misunderstood, and that's because there is part of them that is kind of like locked off, that they have trouble allowing people in. And that can breed a level of misunderstanding. So I feel this person opening up more will benefit the situation, being really sort of like honest and open and saying, look, this is me. I've been dealing with this. I didn't tell you. Or if it's a sibling kind of dynamic, for example, sibling rivalry, it can be that this person's been holding on to something, because the Ten of Wands is baggage. It means that they are holding on to everything. So if you said something like 10 years ago, they could be holding on to this because it hurt them, and then they've been acting out. But it's something that, you know, affected them then, and now their evolved self can't deal with it anymore. So it's like things are breaking down. It cannot compute. So it must manifest in a very sort of like combustible energy in order to transform. So whatever it is that you're dealing with this person, whoever they are to you, I feel like they can't hold it back any further, and that's why your energy has been the catalyst for change, so that both of you can move forward and past this and grow together rather than apart. I can't stop thinking about you, and I feel this is from both of you. There is an energy of stalemate. Both of you are like thinking about this situation, thinking about how it ended, how destructive it is or was, how dysfunctional it has been, and how you can find a way back towards each other. But it is going to be a process, and nobody knows how I truly feel. And I feel to some degree, my beautiful Capricorn, that's you as well. You know, you are a pillar of strength. You're someone who's very strong. You put a smile on things. You've been holding everything together, and you've just been getting on. You've not been wallowing in it. So I feel both of you haven't truly seen how the other person is feeling. Okay, I mean, to some degree, you've been very understanding. You offer this person unconditional love, support, empathy, tolerance. I feel there's been a lot of tolerance here as well. But I feel now is the time to really kind of like say it how it is, even more so. And I feel this is more from the person that you're dealing with than anything, because I feel like you've been honest, direct, and yeah, things, I just get an energy. Things went too far in this situation. So let's get a trinket or rune before we close. Oh, we've got 2 keys here. Okay, we've only got 2 trinkets, but we've got 2 keys. So keys, of course, open doors. So this basically means you and this person, you're at a stage now where you're unlocking everything so that you can have no secrets, so that both of you can be seen. And, you know, a secret doesn't have to be a negative thing. It can be something that's just private to you, and you just don't readily tell other people. You know, in a world where everybody wants to know everything, something's got to be sacred. And I feel like, you know, you and this person, you honor that sacred part of each other, but at the same time, maybe unlocking that sacred part of yourselves helps you both understand each other in a better form. So one key has a heart on it and lots of planets there, and the other one is more connected to the Emperor energy. So I feel this is about unconditional love, but also it's about protecting the bond that you both have. It's about maturing through this stage, and both of you opening up about what's happened here. Okay, so I feel both of you are in a very similar energy. Not surprised you both got towers and keys. So this tells me that there is a period to rebuild on its way, and it will be very rewarding for this relationship or dynamic, because I feel like you will be stronger, both of you, together because of it. So I'll leave it there. I hope something resonates in this particular reading for you, my beautiful Capricorn. If it does, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press that little notification bell. Lets you know when I update my next message. Lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is so important for me too. Thank you so much, my beautiful Capricorn, and love and light.